Hi, very good afternoon to all. My name is Bhavna and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management. This is for BCom first years in first semester for both general and computer students. In this previous lecture, we discussed what is the shelf prospectus and red herring prospectus, and now we are discussing what is the statement in layoff prospectus. What is the statement in layoff prospectus? Let's see here. Every public company either issue a prospectus or file a statement in layoff prospectus. Every public company either issue a prospectus or file a statement in layoff prospectus. Public company want to issue a prospectus or we have to issue statement in layoff prospectus, but there is not mandatory for private company. Private company need not to be issued a statement in layoff prospectus, but public company, without the public company not issue the prospectus, so the public company want to issue the statement in layoff prospectus is as same like that in prospectus. For what? What is the use of statement in layoff prospectus? Why this concept came? Let's see here. When a private company converts from private to public company, while there is a private company, the private company is converting the private into public company. In this case, the company want to issue a statement in layoff prospectus. We have to mention there is a statement in layoff prospectus. In which way the statement in layoff prospectus we have to prepare? When the private company is converted into a public company. In this case, the company want to issue a statement in layoff prospectus. Let's see here. When private company converts from private to public company, it must have to either file a prospectus in earlier issued. If there is an earlier issue, at the time of earlier issue, then we have to prepare a prospectus. We are not earlierly for converting the private into public, then the company has to issue a file of statements in layoff prospectus. Means like we are issuing the shares to the public, then it is a private company, but after issuing, the company want to convert it private into public, then the company want to issue a statement in layoff prospectus. Means already issue the shares, after the issue the private company is get converting into a public company, then the company want to issue the statement in layoff prospectus. These prospectus regarding the statement in layoff prospectus have been stated under the section 70 of Companies Act. What are the rules and regulations? All these are mentioned in section 70 as same as the prospectus only. There is no change, but we have to mention there is a statement in layoff prospectus because of converting the private company into a public company. Next, the prospectus or statement in layoff prospectus should not contain any false statement. While we are issuing the statements in layoff prospectus, we does not mention any false statement. Like we are converting the private company into a public company. So private company, there are so much of rules and restrictions. So up to now there is no rules and restrictions how to be followed. All these things you have to mention in this statement in layoff prospectus. Any false statement you have to mention in statement of layoff prospectus. There is a imprisonment and fine also. Misrepresentation or misstatement of facts in such documents is publishable under the Companies Act 2013. Is there any misrepresentation or misstatement we have to mention in statement of layoff prospectus? The company will take the severe stringent actions according to this company, according to the rules of SEBI regulation rules, according to the Security Exchange Board of India. For these rules, if there is a misstatement or misrepresentation or of the documents you have to mention in this statement layoff prospectus, the SEBI will take a very stringent rules. So while we are issuing the statement in layoff prospectus, we have to check all these are mentioned and everything is correct or not. While we are converting the private into a public company, what are the rules or changes, what are the restrictions are changing, everything we have to mention in a statement in layoff prospectus. What is the statement? According to the section 70 of the Companies Act, statement in layoff prospectus is nothing but as same as the prospectus, is not applicable for the private This is not mandatory for the private company. Those company who are to converting the private into public company, this type of company must have to prepare the statement in lieu prospectus. The statement in lieu prospectus is nothing but the filing. The filing must be in the registrar, and the documents we have to be submitted as in the same case of the prospectus. And if there is any misrepresentation or fraud in this prospectus, the company have to take a very stringent action according to this misrepresentation or fraud. The prospectus as statement in lieu prospectus should not contain any false statement. It is the important statement. Prospectus or in the statement in lieu prospectus should not have any false statement. Misrepresentation or misstatement of facts. If you are mentioned like our capital structure is that, if there is any misrepresentation, means there is any mistake in capital structure, so we have to already check, then only we have to issue a statement in lieu prospectus. If there is any misstatement or misrepresentation, then the rules and regulations we have to violate, then SEBI will take a very stringent action, and there is an imprisonment also. The persons go to the jail, and we have to pay the heavy fine to the SEBI. So while issuing the statement in lieu prospectus, we have to check once before issuing everything is correct. Everything we are mentioned in the prospectus is correct or not, we have to check. This is about the statement in lieu prospectus. Up to now we complete our second unit. Please wait for 1 minute. I will show the syllabus paper. Yes, let's see here. Up to now we complete our second syllabus. I discussed joint stock company, meaning, definition, characteristics, advantages, disadvantages, kinds of company, promoters, stages of promotion, promoter, characteristics, kinds and preparation of important documents, that is memorandum, articles of association and prospectus, memorandum of association classes. I am also discussed what is the procedure if there is any alteration in memorandum, articles of memorandum and contents, prospectus, contents, red herring prospectus, statement in lieu prospectus as per the Companies Act 2013. Up to now I complete everything in 1-2 chapters. Please go through all the videos. If you have any doubt, please let me know. And today the concept is very important. In this you see in this syllabus there is no shell prospectus, but while you are studying the definition of prospectus, there is a shell prospectus and red herring prospectus. So I want to explain the shell prospectus and red herring prospectus. That's why I prepare a notes, and I am referring 2 to 3 books for preparing these notes. So please go through these videos and prepare your own notes. This is very important. I am preparing the notes not only to based on degree books. I am going through CA books, there is a Companies Act 2013. I have a new book, that is a CA book. Based on this book and some other books, I am preparing your notes. I feel it's a very good information I am providing you. Like shell prospectus is very important. Without knowing shell prospectus, the red herring prospectus is somewhat confused. That's why I make a notes regarding to the shell prospectus. I hope you understand what is the shell prospectus and what is the red herring prospectus. In which company they issued instead of a prospectus, in which company want to issue the shell prospectus or red herring prospectus. I hope up to now we complete our second 2 units. First, introduction and forms of business organization complete I explained, and next joint stock company. If you have any doubt up to now, please let me know. Any concept you are unable to understand, let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts, but please go through, watch the video, and then only you can ask. Without watching the video, please don't mention like em ardham avvatledu, like you don't say like that. If you watch, then you are unable to understand, then ask me. I definitely repeat. One of the student asked, ma'am, the voice isn't clear, and the next day I repeat the complete topic. So that's why I definitely repeat the concept which you are unable to understand, and I explain through with an example, like we are unable to understand this particular concept. When you have to text me, then only I am understand, okay, this concept is not able to understand the students, because I don't know about your capabilities. I am unable to see you guys. This is the problem while you are facing. Not only me, all are facing the same problem. I hope you understand, and all students may cooperate us. thank you so much and have a nice day. Keep smiling. If you have any doubt at any time, please ask me. I definitely clarify your doubts, guys. Thank you so much.